Good morning, everybody. My name is Alexandra Lucas. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I was born April the 28th, 1964. My parents are Polk A. Lucas and Willa D. Rankin Lucas. My research began in 2017 when my children wanted to know more about my family history, the Lucases. So we visit Ancestry.com, typed in my father's name, Polk A. Lucas, and lo and behold, we found out his parents allegedly owned 800 acres of land in Mount Meigs, Alabama. As we search more into my family history, we notice a road named after my parents called Edna Blake Lucas Drive, where the house they lived in is nearby. In my continuing discovery and many calls, a historian revealed a book called Memories of the Mount, the story of Mount Meigs, Alabama, that features my family, the Lucases. Our story began 200 years ago in 1818 on the Lucas's cotton plantation, a name derived from my grandfather, Breckinridge Lucas, the current Mount Meigs, Alabama architect, suburban community. My ancestors are not at peace on this land because their graves don't exist in their original location. In addition, the alleged 800 acres of land misappropriate may have resulted in my family exclusion from any heirs, wealth, and inheritance. In addition, Negro children were used and exploited in the Alabama criminal justice system and imprisoned on the land, experiencing racial and historical norms in that era. We all know the story of a sharecropper today. The city of Mount Meigs, Alabama, continued to house and incarcerate inmates on my grandparents' land. I feel like those Negro prisoners in prison without the freedom to seek refuge in my family's story, a story of black wealth destroyed by poor bookkeeping and discrimination, an experience of our ancestors' forgotten labor and ethics often hidden in American history. Now history needs to jump out and speak loudly, not only for lost history, but also its needs to apologize for the wrongdoing of the people brought to America on different boats. I'm carrying the burden of my family lost inheritance. And I know as my grandparents sat on their porch, waving at passengers by driving on Pike Road, not knowing the fate of their lost descendants, history causing their souls and spirits to go unsettled in this fast-paced journey to nowhere. Where do I begin to solve the mystery of black wealth in America? Who will listen to untold stories that were forgotten and alleged soul deeds that somehow became lost? After I have talked to 8 lawyers along the way of assistance, to my surprise, one of them said that his home is on that land. What do we do? What do we go from here? Is this burden too significant for us to solve?